I'm making a change today. The liquor been taking the pain away. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do.
Yo, what is up, broskiis? Kiana coming back at you with my undefeated Kashtira deck profile. I think this is like one of the best like meta call decks you can make. This deck has probably like lived longer than it should have been. I think obviously shifter carries a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. We were in 3v3. I went XO through I think five rounds. But unfortunately, my teammates didn't actually win a single match. So technically we didn't win a single match, but I was getting done with my games in like under like 30 minutes. Like I swear, it was crazy. I was just on fire with this deck. I only saw shifter once. When I did see shifter that one game, it was an automatic win button. But outside of that, this deck just doesn't need much to pop off. It's an incredible like mid-range style deck, and it needs like one card to get everything going. So there's plenty of spots, flex spots for like hand traps and stuff like that. So that's essentially what I did. But I'm going into it. I love playing this deck. In a room full of fire, it really does well. And actually, like 2 of my matches was voiceless. I played 2 voiceless, 1 Fire King Snake Eyes, 1 pure Snake Eyes, and I played 1 Tri Brigade. That was the last round. And I 2-0'd every deck except 1 voiceless deck. 1 voiceless match I lost because I'd never played that deck before. I lost game 1, and then once I figured it out, I got them back to game 2 and 3. Starting out Triple Unicorn. This card's crazy. This card's broken, honestly. Surge Spell, you already know that. Extra deck rip. Extra deck spaces are tight, so this card's even more broken. You just rip the one SP on their turn. You rip something else on their turn. It's just crazy. What other deck? Yeah, I mean it's just crazy. There's just so many like 1 card rips. It just makes decks fold. Triple Fenrir searches everything else. Card's crazy. 2 of these. The only thing I regret is, honestly, the only thing I regret is only running 2 of these. I wish I had 3. 1 of these searches a trap. 1 of these, it's just crazy. It's special summon by banishing 1. If you have Birth Life, you just bring stuff back. It's kind of nuts. 1 Pressure Planet. Triple Pressure Planet, 1 Terraforming, Triple Birth, which is the most broken card in the deck, honestly. If there was a problem with the deck, it was definitely Birth. Fenrir's not an issue. Unicorn's not an issue. None of these cards are like issues. It's just Birth does too much for a single card. So it's a triple DD Crow. It allows you to normal summon level 7s without tributing. It's special summon from the grave or banish. Like it just genuinely does too fucking much. Like it just does too much. And if any other pieces of the deck get hit, like if Fenrir goes to 1, like you can still play this. You can still play this, and it's still gonna be crazy because Birth is always here. So it's just if Unicorn gets hit to 1, it's fine. You can still get to Birth. Like, but you'll still play Birth at 3. This deck will be alive as long as Birth is at 3. I feel like. That's just me though. And then I went with 2 Theosis. I just didn't like the 3rd as much. And it's searchable. Like just 2 Theosis. Trust me, guys. That's pretty much my explanation on that. I didn't always want to open it, but you know, it's fine. I saw it like every game too, even playing it at 2. So maybe that didn't work. But that's it for the. Oh wait, and then 1 preparation. But this card's crazy. Like right before the tournament, I was actually gonna cut this card. I was gonna cut this and Ogre in favor for like 2 bells or something like that, or 2 more hand traps. But this card's kind of like, it's kind of crazy being able to special summon 1 from your hand or you're banished. It's a nice card. I actually like it. I don't know. It came up. It definitely came up. Triple Shifter. Didn't see it. That's why I strongly believe, like, even if Shifter gets hit, this deck's still gonna be playable. Like I said, if Burst at 3, we're living. Triple Ash. So the thing about Ash is, this card's kind of terrible. Just in my opinion, it's better for like the rogue matchups, stuff like that. It's pretty good against like voiceless. It's like fine against them. It's like fine against branded. They can play through it. Like Ash doesn't. If you Ash to branded fusion, they can literally. If they're a good branded player, it doesn't hurt them like really much at all. Anyways. This card is honestly kind of mid to trash right now, because there was one time, like 2 times, like you Ash, and if they can produce literally any other body, they're gonna climb on up into Promethean Princess, and it's just like it just makes you feel so dumb. So I don't always. So once I played through my first Fire King, a lot of times I would just hold the Ash. There's literally no point in like ashing that deck. And then I would just go like special normal, and then sync her off into a Baron. That's this in this deck. That's like the best utility you're gonna get out of this card against a fire matchup. And to quote one of my opponents, I am a madman. I played Droll and Shifter. I know this isn't typical, and it's probably technically bad deck design, but it worked. There was a time I opened up both of these against Fire King Snake, and they went to go add. I changed Shifter. They used I forget what was it. It was, I don't know. I shifted. They called by, and I changed role on the resolution of their search, and then it was a game from there. And that was actually the only match I drew Shifter. I drew Shifter and they called by. So it worked. It worked 100%. And then 2, I need more effect negation. So 2 Valor and triple Imperm. Any other deck right now, these hand traps probably look more like 3 Valor, 3 Imperm, 1 Mourner. But I honestly think even like Ghost Mourner would have been better in this deck than Ash Blossom. So moving forward, that's probably what I'll do. Even though Ghost Mourner hits special, I'll probably find a way to break it up. Like maybe 3 Valor, 2 Mourner. We'll see. Or just cut this in general and put triple tack. But that's it for that is it for the hand traps. You saw run a decent amount. If we count them up, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hand traps. Plenty of space. Triple pot, we're just digging. We're digging, trying to find our stuff. 2 Floodgate, 1 called by. This card's crazy. If you're going first, you open this. It's just, there was a time I went through my whole combo. Pot of Prosperity, dug, found it, and they just scooped it up. But D-Fissure's crazy. D-Fissure is insane. That's it for the main deck. I think that's a 40 card main deck. Let me know in the comments. Now for the extra. So this is the first time I did the G Golem stuff. So as you know, need to link Karibo, 1 G Golem Crystal Heart, and then 1 Heat Soul. First time I literally I knew it existed obviously, but I think the night before I didn't have my extra deck looked completely different. Honestly, it just looked these cards were not here. So those 4 different cards. And then I thought about it, and I was like, fuck it. So an hour, like 2 hours before the tournament, I put these in, and I just went through some test hands, and I was like, okay, this package is pretty crazy, simply because we run so many hand traps too. So you can draw into like more hand traps. 1 IP. Don't have an SP. I'm not paying over $100 for that card. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. 1 BLS Soldier of Chaos. So my link package is up, and then 1 Appaloosa. Because I mean, there's times you can just end on like, obviously if you're going first, this is the line you want to hit, but you know, IP and a unicorn is always good. Pretty easy to link up into Apple in this deck as well. That's it for the links. Now for the XZs. 1 Shing, 1 Zeus, 1 Dark Arm, 1 Red Flare, 1 Big Eye, 1 Draco Sack, and then 1 Bear into floor to round off the extra. There's not really anything I would change with the extra. I think this extra is it's pretty tight. Obviously there are some cards, like for example, I would probably like if I had an SP, I might take out Unicorn for it, or I'll probably keep the Soldier of Chaos in. Can't be targeted, or like if you link up to it with IP. So if you use level 7 or higher, your opponent cannot target with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. I don't know. I like Soldier of Chaos. I'll probably never cut it. I don't care. I don't care if that makes me a bad player. But I think I saw on my side right here actually. I might have like taken it apart, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, it's all here. So here's my side. So I sided in 2 Bell, Never. Just cause it didn't really like come. Oh, I guess it did come up. I maybe sided in against the Fire King and just didn't see it. I think I took my Ash out against that and put those in. But I didn't see it. I put in another fissure when I knew I was going first. My side patterns are kind of crazy. I'll go over it real quick. So when I knew I was going first, I take out the Droll, Ash. I pretty much take out Droll, Ash, and then the 2 Veilers. So I would take out, it would be a lot when I was going first. I would take out quite a bit. I would take out, let me see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I was pretty much always siding in like 8 cards. And then when I was going second, I would obviously, sometimes I would leave these in, the fissures, but a lot of times I would take them out. But siding for this deck was like super easy. Fissure, 2 Triple Tack, 2 Lightning Storm, this was crazy. This was insane. Against Voiceless, he had to use like his only negate. It was, it's fucking nuts. Summon Limit, man, I never saw it, but this card is crazy. Anti-Spell, Voiceless had to scoop it up game 2. Actually, no. It was Snake Eyes. Or no, it wasn't Snake Eyes. It was Voiceless. That was our game 3. And the 3 Judgment, just because it's another like Omni negate. I liked it. I really liked this side. I felt like I kind of had everything for everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Remember to like the video if you like the video. Comment down below what you would change. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new to it. Put out decks like this all the time. We'll see you next time, broskiis.